Hi there YouTube and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. So in today's video we're going to be going over some of the items in Scrooge store that I'm still waiting for and still hoping to get on my refresh. With the recent news in the latest showcase that we will be getting multiplayer, this has allowed us to have a look and see if there's any possible way we can help each other of obtaining these items that we're really struggling to get or are more rare in the game. So during the showcase they did let us know that we can't physically trade furniture items, which I would have been very surprised if they let us do, because it would have devalued premium and star path items that other people had obtained earlier on in the game that remained more exclusive. However, they did let us know that when multiplayer becomes a feature on December 5th, we will be able to visit each other's Scrooge's store on the day of the visit. Now this edition is a massive deal for those of us who are trying to collect these last few items or the items that we're really hoping to get. Personally, on my furniture collection, I have quite a lot that I still need to get, as I did start playing the game a little bit later than the people that were there from the start. However, there are a key few that I've made a list that I really want to obtain. Some of these items are more lucrative, as until recently they were only available in furniture pouches, or they were just a lot more harder to obtain, and some of them are just purely luck based and getting them from Scrooge's store, and he hasn't had any of these items for me yet. Without further ado, I'm just going to go through all of the items that I'm hoping to get, and we will have a look and see if we are lucky enough to get any of these in the next few months. So first off, in my list of things that I want to obtain from Scrooge's store, I am going to go through some of these standalone items that aren't in a specific category or are in the other section, or just are standalone items from certain categories. Some movies I do have more than one item, so I've grouped them together into collections so that I know what I'm getting from those specific movie sets. However, these are more random. So first off, the first thing I have on my wishlist is the snowy festive window. This is a Mickey and Friends furniture piece that I have been waiting to get in my Scrooge's shop. I've seen some people start to get them, and I'm hoping that the drop rate for these will become higher as we lead up to Christmas, just so people have a better opportunity of getting these. I have already crafted the standard Christmas tree and the Christmas presents from Scrooge's shop and set these up. However, I'm really hoping that at some point I will be lucky enough to get this window. Second off in this list is the Gothic Rose windows. Now I currently have the black Gothic Rose window with the sort of purple and pink design. However, at the moment, unfortunately, in game it is glitched, which I will show you now. I did receive this in Scrooge's shop a couple of weeks ago, and I was so excited to get it, because out of the 3 different colour designs, this is the one I wanted the most. However, I'm hoping and praying that come December 5th, this glitch will be fixed and I will be able to use this window in my house. However, the other 2 designs for this particular window, which is the white Gothic Rose window and the beige Gothic Rose window, are also equally as beautiful, and I'm hoping to get the beige and the white at some point soon. Next off in the wish list for the other category is the apothecary shelf. I was very lucky that the other day I received the alchemist table in a furniture pouch, which I was very excited about, and I've already put in so many different areas of my valley and inside rooms in my home. But I'm hoping to get this apothecary shelf just to tie the furniture together, and I know I can use this in a lot of different places. Next off is a furniture item that I know a lot of people are hoping to get. This is something that I know is a lot rarer of a drop in Scrooge's shop, and I've seen people receive these after months and months of playing the game, so I'm hoping at some point it will pop up for me, and that is the modern partition shelf. At the moment, when it comes to partition shelving, I do use the premium Disney Princess partition shelf in a lot of places in my home to divide up the rooms. However, this modern partition shelf is definitely needed to bring some different vibes. Plus also these can be put next to each other to extend the shelf and make it a much more dedicated section in each room. The next thing in the other category that I'm really hoping to get is the rocky terrain rug. Now this rocky terrain seems so small and so strange to be as a rug category, but it is something that can really elevate your build. I've seen so many people use this rocky terrain over their pathways in their valley to make it look a lot more rustic and a lot more outdoorsy and forest-like and a lot more of a cottagecore vibe. Now this is something that I've never seen in my shop, and I'm really hoping I get soon, because I already have the places in mind of exactly where I want to use this, and I know it will be absolutely everywhere in my valley. The final thing in the other category that I am hoping to get is obviously the fountain tile. Now this fountain tile I have never seen in my Scrooge shop ever, and I know it is definitely one that is a lot more uncommon of a drop drop to get in there, so I am hoping to get it at some point soon. But this fountain tile is simply a tile you place on the floor and water comes out of it as though it is a fountain. Now I know this item can be used in a lot of different places, and I definitely want to get this as soon as I can to have in my plaza and my other sort of built up areas in my valley. Now, outside of the general category of items, I do want to go through some of the separate movie categories of things that I'm looking for. Some of them only have a couple of items and some of them have quite a few, just depending on what I'm interested in those different movie categories. Now, first off, in the Wall-E category, I only have one item that I particularly am looking for, and this is the wild coffee table. Now, until recently, this was believed to only be obtainable in furniture pouches, and only since the last update in September, people have been seeing it a lot more in their shop. Now, this is something that I have personally never seen, I've never been lucky enough to get, but I definitely want to get this as soon as I can, as it is such a cute piece, and I know I can use it in a lot of different areas, both indoors and outdoors. Moving on to the next movie set, this is a category that has 3 items in, and that is Sword in the Stone. Now, in this category, the first item that I'm really hoping to get is the telescope. Now, I have never been lucky enough to see the telescope, and I don't see many people getting it very often, which makes me think it is a lot more uncommon to obtain. However, this item is quite a large item that can be seen in Merlin's placed house in your valley, and I would love to have this in different spots, both outdoors and indoors. I feel like it would be such a nice item to be able to use to kind of place somewhere and kind of give the vibe that the villagers in your valley would be using this to look out to the ocean or look out at the stars at night. So next item that I'm really hoping to get from this collection is the Starry Night window. I've seen a lot of people with this item, especially during the Beauty and the Beast bedroom makeover kind of dream snap idea. I saw a lot of people use these windows for that dream snap. The final item in the Sword in the Stone category is the melted candles. Now, I know a lot of people are after these melted candles. There's some other content creators that I do watch who are definitely looking for these items. Now, the melted candles, through the whole of the Halloween season, I was praying I would get these so I could use them in some of my Halloween dream snaps and have the decoration for them there. This will be something that if I do eventually get them, I can replace and place so many different places in my valley, as they are such a small item, but they bring so much life. The Disney Dreamlight Valley wiki though, however, it does say that there is potential removed availability of this item. Since the last update, which was 1.4, there have been no player reports of this item appearing in Scrooge's store. So we will have to see if they will be returning to the game, or if maybe it's just something that's been really uncommon. We don't quite know, but if anyone does happen to get a hold of these, it'd be very interesting to see if they are still available. They're just a much rarer drop, and if they have been removed or are kind of having a bug where they're not appearing in shops, I do hope this is fixed in the December update. The next furniture category that I have got a couple of items for is the Beauty and the Beast furniture category. Now, I currently have a lot of the furniture items from Beauty and the Beast. I've been very lucky to get hold quite a lot of them, and there are some that are in the category that I am hoping to get, such as the bookshelves. However, they are not currently on my kind of top wish list, purely just because there are other items that I'm definitely looking for more so than this. Ever since we got the book nook, I feel like that has kind of been able to fill those spaces in that Beauty and the Beast room I have in my home. So I am not currently looking for those as much. However, there are 2 items that I'm currently really hoping to get. The first item is the painting arrangement. Now, this painting arrangement is absolutely gorgeous. I will use this absolutely everywhere in my house, not only in my themed room, but throughout my house design, this will be used. It comes with 3 separate paintings that are all collected together and can be placed on the wall. Again, once I was looking at people's Beauty and the Beast dream snaps, I saw this so many times and it made me want it even more, as it does just bring such a nice vibe to each room. The other item that I am looking for from the Beauty and the Beast furniture is something that I know a lot of people in the community are trying to get their hands on, which is the rustic water pump. I heard about this not long ago from seeing people take pictures of this and using it in their content, and it is something that is an interactable item which brings so much more life to it. This rustic water pump is so gorgeous. I want to use it absolutely everywhere in my valley. I know I'll probably have at least one per biome when I do finally get my hands on this. It is such a simple small item, but it just fits so well, and it just brings a lot more life to your valley. The next category that I am looking for 2 items for is the Tangled collection. Once again, I have been very lucky with the Tangled collection, and I do have a majority of the items. There's only a couple that I'm still looking for, which I think is the glass bookcase, I think it is, or maybe a wardrobe, something similar to that, but I do have majority of the items in this category. I've been very fortunate, and as it is my favourite Disney film, that has been such a benefit. The first item in the Tangle category that I am looking for is the spray painted window. I absolutely love this window. I know where I've seen people use this window, it is absolutely huge, and I can't wait to use this in my house absolutely everywhere, especially in my dedicated bedroom and also my Tangle themed room. Speaking of artistic items, the other item that I'm looking for in the Tangle category is the painting table. Now this is one of the items that I would say out of the whole game I am looking for the most, not only because it is such a gorgeous art and design kind of item, not only because it's tangled, which I love, but also this is a functionable item that can be used as a crafting bench. Now I know I've seen so many people with this item and they have used it as a replacement for the standard metal crafting bench throughout their valley and in their home, and I know I will do the exact same. I feel like this will just look so much more interesting and beautiful in our valleys than the metal crafting benches. I would like to see in the game eventually a lot more of these themed crafting tables. I do think they will bring a lot more life, and it'd be nice to be able to have a crafting bench for different films that kind of fit different biomes. The final category that we have for these items is the Toy Story category, which I have 3 separate items. Again, Toy Story is one of these categories that I have been quite fortunate with the items I received. However, it is such a big category and there is so much furniture to obtain for Toy Story that I was thinking I'd probably got majority of them, and then I looked and there was still quite a lot I was missing. So it is such a large category with a lot of items, but I have narrowed it down to the 3 top items in this category that I'm hoping to receive. The first item is the coffee cart. Now this coffee cart is absolutely gorgeous. I can already think of multiple places I want to place this, both indoors and outdoors. I have not been lucky enough to see this yet. I know it's a common item that I've seen a lot of people get, so I don't feel like it is an uncommon Scrooge drop or anything like that. I just feel like it's unfortunately not popped up in mine, but hopefully someday soon. The second item from the Toy Story category that I'm hoping to get is the popcorn machine. I know this is something that is slightly rarer, but I know a lot of people do have, but I absolutely love this item. I think it's so simple but so effective. There's so many places I already know I want to use this, especially outside Remy's restaurant. I have a whole sort of table area set up, and this is something I definitely want to include there, as well as in the rest of my plaza, which is a city theme. The final item in the Toy Story category that arguably I am looking for the most is the photo booth. Now this item I know is absolutely huge, and I have not yet seen this, but I am obsessed with this item. I think it is such a cool idea. I think we need more things like this that bring a lot more atmosphere and kind of vibe to the area. I currently have my plaza as a city, as I've said, and I want to place this photo booth in these city vibes just to give it more life and to make it feel more realistic. But this is definitely something that I'm currently always on the lookout for every time I go into Scrooge's, so I'm hoping I can get that soon. So those are my main items that I'm hoping to get from Scrooge's shop between now and December. As I said, I am very excited for the implementation of multiplayer and being able to visit each other's Scrooge's store. I think it'll be really nice for people in the community to interact and engage with each other, and I'm assuming it will be that once the Discord server has kind of set up and got everything ready for multiplayer, we will be able to have a category where we can pop in what is in our store that day, and we can hopefully visit each other's valleys to obtain these rarer items or these items that we've been looking for a really long time. So I'm hoping this will allow me to checklist off some of these items as well as obtain other items that I am still missing. If you guys have any top items that you are really hoping to obtain in the game sometime soon or once multiplayer comes, feel free to leave a comment below and let me know. As I said, these are just the general Scrooge store items that I'm looking for. I will be making a separate video on the premium and star path items that I'm hoping will either return or I am disappointed that I've missed out on. I post Disney Dreamlight Valley content very regularly, and I am currently making lots of videos about dream snaps and discussing the update that is coming on December 5th, as well as the expansion pass that is coming. So if you guys have anything particular you would like to see on the channel, feel free to let me know. As I said, make sure to like the video and subscribe if you enjoy this content, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!